Asante kwa namna Niwaombe sasa mkubwa mtoto mwanza kuketi. Tunaomba msite. Kipindi kinachofuata sasa ni kuweka mashada ya maua. Niwaombe mheshimiwa mgeni wetu atakayeongoza katika zoezi hili. Shada la kwanza litawekwa na mheshimiwa Daktari Hussein Ali Mwinyi, Waziri wa Ulinzi na Jeshi la Kujenga Taifa. Anayefuata sasa ni mwakilishi wa Umoja wa Mataifa hapa nchini, Country Coordinator Honorable Mr. Alvaro Rodriguez. Anayefuata ni mwakilishi wa Jeshi la Wananchi wa Tanzania, Brigadier General David Malugu, mkurugenzi wa idara ya ulinzi wa amani. From TPDF is General Malugu, Director of Peace Support Operations. Anayefuata sasa ni mwakilishi kutoka Jeshi la Polisi, Kamishna Msaidizi Ferdinand Mtui kutoka idara ya Operation na mafunzo. Karibu. Deputy Commissioner Ferdinand Mtui from Tanzania Police Force, Operations and Training Department. Asante. Ni muombe balozi wa Canada hapa nchini aweke pia taji alilokuja nalo. Karibu. Please. Canadian High Commission, also in support of the United Nations Fallen Heroes, will allow to represent the diplomat community. Asante sana. Nikuombe sasa mgeni rasmi pamoja na ujumbe wako uweze kurejea jukwaa kuu. Hilo lilikuwa ni gwaride maalum kabisa kwa ajili ya kuwakumbuka walinzi wa amani waliopoteza maisha yao wakiwa katika jukumu hilo muhimu katika maeneo mbalimbali duniani ikiwepo wa Tanzania. Asante sana. Naomba tuchukue nafasi zetu tuweze kukaa. Muombe sasa kamanda wa gwaride Meja Magori kuondoa gwaride uwanjani. Mwakilishi kutoka Jeshi la Wananchi wa Tanzania, Brigadier Generali David Malugu. Mwakilishi kutoka Jeshi la Polisi, Kamishna Msaidizi Ferdinand Mtui kutoka Idara ya Vita na Mafunzo. Maafisa wakuu, maafisa wadogo, askari, waandishi wa habari, wageni walikwa, mabibi na mabwana, karibuni katika viwanja vya Mashujaa vya Mnazi Mmoja tunavyoadhimisha siku ya kimataifa ya walinzi wa amani wa Umoja wa Mataifa duniani. Naomba niwapitishe kwa kifupi kwenye ratiba yetu ambayo inaendelea. Tukio linalofuata baada ya paredi kutoka uwanjani, tutakuwa na burudani ambapo tutamkaribisha mwanachama wa klabu ya Umoja wa Mataifa Matilda Mashauri aweze kutuletea shairi. Baada ya tukio hilo, tutamkaribisha mwakilishi wa Umoja wa Mataifa hapa nchini ili kutuletea ujumbe wa katibu mkuu wa Umoja wa Mataifa. Baada ya ujumbe huo, tutapata burudani ya mtaalamu wa kucheza na nyoka kabla ya kumwomba mgeni rasmi aweze kutoa hotuba yake. Baada ya hotuba mgeni rasmi, tutamwomba afisa mawasiliano kutoka ofisi za Umoja wa Mataifa hapa nchini, Madam Stella Vuzo, kuwasilisha neno la shukrani. Na mwisho kabisa, katika kumalizia ratiba yetu, tutamwomba mgeni rasmi aweze kusalimiana na wawakilishi wa walinzi wa amani ambao wameshiriki katika kulinda amani maeneo mbalimbali duniani. Waheshimiwa mabibi na mabwana, to run you quickly through the rest of our program, we'll soon have entertainment. This is a poem from the former United Nations Club member, Matilda Mashauri, and that will be followed by the message from United Nations Secretary General that will be read by the resident coordinator, Mr. Alvaro Rodriguez. And then we'll have another entertainment from Mr. Snackman. And then we'll have the guest of honor who will be invited to deliver his speech. And then we'll have a vote of thanks from the United Nations Information Center by Madam Stella Vuzo. And then to wind up our program, I'll request the guest of honor to shake hands with the former United Nations Peacekeepers on his departure. Asanteni sana. Niombe sasa kumkaribisha Matilda. Bi Matilda Mashauri. Welcome for your poem in honor of United Nations efforts in keeping peace all around the world. Karibu.
Honorable guest of honor, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Matilda Moses Mashauri. I'm here to recite a poem that I composed about peacekeeping. The title is Protecting Civilians, Protecting Peace. I can retaliate, I can bring violence. I can do anything when I am insecure and when peace is no longer in my heart. I can disobey, I can protest. I can do the worst when protection is scarce and my survival is threatened. You protect me, you protect my survivor. And when you protect survivor, you are protecting peace. It's the 21st century. The world is in havoc. Everyone wants power, loyalty, and riches. Few of us have managed to acquire the things. But what of us who couldn't, who can't? What of us who ain't strong enough to fight? Those in charge and twisting the rule of law. What about us who have no power, no loyalty, no riches, no strength to protest and fight against rebellion, crime, and violence, but we still want to survive in this same world? Where it's all about kill or be killed, who will protect us? Who will stand and defend us against all odds and evils? I am hopeless, defenseless orchid that tries its level best to flourish and grow mist in the jungle, through hindered by thorns, big trees, swamps and bushes. Suddenly I see a flame rising in the jungle, dressed in a battle dress, representing a long and honorable tradition of devotion to duty in the service of one's country. I look at the flame that provides light in form of peace, as it burns and destroys each and every thorn, bush, or swamp obstructing my survivor. Smile, I smile as it surrounds me, provide me with warmth and protecting me against the evil in the jungle. Yes, I am weak. Yes, I have no power. Yes, I live in an administration of leaders and laws. But I am a civilian who lives in a country that exists in a world full of terror, invasion, war, crime, violence, and everything that threatens the well-being of peace. You protect me. You protect me. You protect me, you are protecting survivor. And when you protect survivor, you are protecting peace. Because protecting civilians is protecting peace. Thank you for protecting citizens as we keep on protecting peace. Thank you very much.
Asante sana Matilda kwa kuadresi vizuri kabisa theme yetu ya leo. Kulinda raia ni kulinda amani. Protecting civilians, protecting peace. May we once again please put our hands together for that wonderful poem. Asante sana. May I now invite Country Coordinator, United Nations Country Coordinator, Mr. Alvaro Rodriguez, to deliver his message from the United Nations. Karibu sana.
Honorable Hussein Ali Mwini, Minister of Defense and National Service, Distinguished Brigadier David Malugu, Director of UN Peacekeeping Operations, Tanzania People's Defense Forces, Distinguished Ferdinand Mtui, Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations and Training, Tanzania Police Force, Your Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners, and I acknowledge Her Excellency the High Commissioner of Canada, representatives of the Tanzania People's Defense Forces and Police, representatives from the government of Tanzania and UN colleagues, defense attaches present, current and past peacekeepers, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, habari za asubuhi, assalamu alaikum, bwana sifiwe. I'm pleased to join you again this year for the commemoration of the International Day of UN Peacekeepers. Today we honor UN peacekeepers for their service and sacrifice in helping to restore peace in conflict-hit societies. We also honor all the fallen UN peacekeepers who made the ultimate sacrifice protecting those who cannot protect themselves. This year also marks the 20th anniversary of the Security Council providing the UN with peacekeeping mission in Sierra Leone with a groundbreaking mandate under Chapter 7 of the UN Charter, explicitly authorizing them to protect civilians. In memory of this year's theme is Protecting Civilians, Protecting Peace. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, protecting civilians is an active duty of all peacekeepers, military, police, and civilian. UN peacekeeping operations are an investment in global peace and security. Peacekeepers make a difference every day in the lives of millions of the most vulnerable. The United Nations appreciates the contribution of Tanzania's military and police personnel to UN peace operations in Abyei, the Central African Republic, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Lebanon, Sudan in the Darfur region, and South Sudan. This contribution is among the largest among member states currently contributing personnel to UN peacekeeping. The UN in Tanzania congratulates the government for continuing to send UN peacekeepers, the most recent being last week when the 13th Tanzania Battalion arrived in Darfur. The UN Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, has issued a statement which I would like to share with you today, and I quote, "Today we honor more than 1 million men and women who have served as United Nations peacekeepers since our first mission in 1948. We remember the more than 3,800 personnel who paid the ultimate price. And we express our deepest gratitude to the 100,000 civilian, police, and military peacekeepers deployed around the world today, and to the countries that contribute these brave and dedicated women and men. This year, the United Nations marks 20 years since the Security Council first mandated a peacekeeping mission to protect civilians. Peacekeepers protect men, women, and children from violence every day, often at very great personal risk. In the same spirit, on this day, the Captain Mbaye Diagne Medal for Exceptional Courage is being awarded for the first time. We pay tribute to Private Chansi Chitete, a Malawian who served in the Democratic Republic of Congo and died trying to save the life of a fellow peacekeeper. UN peacekeeping is a vital investment in global peace and security, but it requires strong international commitment. This is why we have launched the Action for Peacekeeping initiative, which aims to make our mission stronger, safer, and fit for the future. For millions in conflict-affected situations around the world, peacekeeping is a necessity and a hope. Let us work together to make peacekeeping more effective in protecting people and advancing peace. And I end the quote of the Secretary General. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, in a ceremony at UN headquarters on the 24th of May 2019, the UN Secretary General awarded the Dag Hammarskjöld Medal posthumously to 119 military, police, and civilian peacekeepers who lost their lives in 2018 and early 2019. Among the honored fallen peacekeepers, 6 are from Tanzania. We have also been informed that the surviving peacekeeper who was saved by the fallen Malawian peacekeeper is from Tanzania. We thank the survivor, Corporal Ali Hamis Omari, for his service and wish him all the best in his recovery and his future endeavors. I would like to thank all of the families of UN peacekeepers from Tanzania for their sacrifice and their service. Nawatikia maadhimisho mema na ningependa kumalizia kwa kuishukuru serikali ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania kwa mchango wake katika kulinda amani. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, sir, for that enlightening and informative speech. The next item on our program is time for Mr. Snakeman. My consultation has revealed that the snake is friendly, social, but also outgoing. Mabibi na mabwana, anayefuata sasa ni Bwana Snakeman. Nafikiri atahitaji kutumia eneo hili kidogo kwa ajili ya kuonyesha namna ya kucheza na nyoka. Amesema nyoka yake ni rafiki, hana shida na watu. Kwa hiyo tuwe na amani kabisa. Anatoka mjini, anakuja vijijini. Karibuni tuone show ya Siku. Thank you. Niwashukuru wale wote ambao kwa ushujaa na ujasiri mkubwa kabisa bila shaka wala wasiwasi wameweza kucheza la nyoka. Nafikiri baada ya kuhakikisha kwamba ni nyoka safi, nyoka salama, rafiki wa watu, nyoka wa mjini. Asanteni. Tutaangalia utaratibu pia wa kuwapa nishani wale wote waliocheza na nyoka. Thank you. Thank you. Asante sana. Naomba tuchukue nafasi zetu sasa. Wageni waalikwa, mabibi na mabwana, kwa heshima na taadhima kubwa, niombe sasa kumkaribisha mgeni rasmi, Mheshimiwa Daktari Hussein Ali Mwinyi, Waziri wa Ulinzi na Jeshi la Kujenga Taifa, kwa ajili ya kutoa hotuba yake rasmi. Karibu afande.
Mr. Alvaro Rodriguez, Resident Coordinator of the United Nations System in Tanzania, Brigadier General David, Director of Peacekeeping Operations, TPDF, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Ferdinand Mtui, from the Directorate of Operations and Training, Tanzania Police Force, Excellencies, ambassadors and high commissioners, government officials here present, members of Tanzania People's Defense Force, members of Tanzania Police Force, participants to the United Nations peacekeeping missions, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor and great pleasure to join you all today as we commemorate the 71st United Nations Peacekeepers Day. The government of the United Republic of Tanzania attaches the utmost importance to the role played by men and women around the world in making sure that the world remains peaceful and prosperous. This year's theme of protecting civilians, protecting peace, reflects the overall commitment and ambition by UN member states towards a world free from conflicts and wars. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as the world is marking the 20th anniversary since the Nations Security Council mandated peacekeeping missions to use all necessary means to protect civilians, I wish to commend the United Nations and all member states for the laudable efforts and initiatives aimed at improving and achieving more effective and accountable peacekeeping operations to ensure protection of innocent civilians and indeed making the world a better place for all. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the government of Tanzania joins others in the world to honor more than 1 million men and women who have served as UN peacekeepers since our first mission in 1948. And also, we remember more than 3,800 peacekeepers that have lost their lives while serving under the United Nations, including 119 military, police, and civilian personnel who have paid the ultimate price while serving in UN peacekeeping operations in 2018. We acknowledge the sacrifice they made that has laid a foundation of peace and harmony in many places around the world. In this regard, I wish to join hands with the UN and all troops contributing countries to express our deepest gratitude to more than 100,000 blue helmets and berets currently deployed in all peacekeeping missions around the world. We deeply value and cherish your great efforts and work for the betterment of others. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, civilians, especially young girls and boys, have increasingly become the victims of armed conflict and sexual violence. In response, the United Nations Security Council has made protecting civilians a focus of contemporary peacekeeping. Protecting civilians is the duty of all peacekeepers, including military, police, and humanitarian actors. No doubt, therefore, that peacekeeping remains the most effective tool available to the United Nations in the promotion and maintenance of international peace and security. Ladies and gentlemen, we are grateful that Tanzania is one among the countries that navigate the difficult path from conflict to peace. Sending troops to different countries is our noble duty in order to promote peace worldwide. We have never regretted contributing troops in promoting peace because we always see the positive outcomes. My country stands ready to continue contributing more whenever required. I urge all of us to continue supporting our peacekeepers so we can all benefit from peace. It may be recalled that in September 2019, Tanzania joined other members of the United Nations in a high-level meeting to support the Secretary General's Action for Peace initiative, which represents the core agenda for our action and a driver of change permeating all aspects of the UN peacekeeping work. Thus, dynamics of contemporary peacekeeping call for all peacekeeping partners to play their due role to articulate, implement, and defend the mandate in order to ensure safety of the peacekeepers so that they can protect innocent civilians. I would like to assure you that Tanzania is fully committed to ensure that peacekeepers are well prepared, trained, and equipped to implement and defend the mandate by guaranteeing security and safety of the peacekeepers and protection of innocent civilians. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, I would like to echo the words of the United Nations Secretary General that peacekeeping is a necessity and hope. To be successful, we must all work together towards the same objective of protecting civilians, hence securing our future. The government of the United Republic of Tanzania is ready to give more support as needed in making sure that peace is being promoted in Africa particularly and worldwide in general. Please send our heartfelt appreciation to His Excellency Antonio Guterres, the United Nations Secretary General, the United Nations staff, and the Department of Peacekeeping Operations for their endless support in peacekeeping operations. Finally, I wish to extend my appreciation to the organizers of this event for making this day a success. Events like these continue to raise awareness to the younger generation on the noble cause of peacekeeping and preserving peace and security. I thank you all for your work and continuous efforts in pursuit of peace. Asante sana.
Asante sana. Hiyo ilikuwa ni hotuba rasmi iliyoletwa kwetu na Mheshimiwa Daktari Hussein Ali Mwinyi, Waziri wa Ulinzi na Jeshi la Kujenga Taifa. Niombe sasa kumkaribisha msemaji kutoka Information Center, kituo cha habari cha ofisi za Umoja wa Mataifa hapa nchini, Madam Stella Vuzo, kwa ajili ya neno la shukrani. For the vote of thanks, may I please welcome Madam Stella Vuzo for your remarks. Karibu.
Asante, Mijamlai. Honorable Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, Minister of Defense and National Service, Honorable Alvaro Rodriguez, UN Resident Coordinator in Tanzania, Honorable Representative from the Tanzania People's Defense Forces, Director of Peace Support Operations, Brigadier General David Malugu, Honorable Representatives of Tanzania Police Force, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Directorate of Operations and Training Department, Ferdinand Mtui, Honorable members of the diplomatic community and defense attaches present, government officials present, UN peacekeepers and the media, youth, all protocol observed. Good morning. United Nations congratulates and thanks all present for joining the international community to commemorate this day under the theme Protecting Civilians, Protecting Peace, to honor fallen UN peacekeepers and UN peacekeepers who are currently serving for their service and sacrifice. United Nations also thanks all of you for participating, and in particular we want to thank the government of Tanzania for supporting UN peacekeeping operations. Through our dear guest of honor, Dr. Hussein Mwinyi, we thank you for ever supporting UN peacekeeping operations and for your continued support to provide peacekeepers and also to support the UN Secretary General's initiatives. Thank you very much. We thank members of the diplomatic community, defense attaches. We acknowledge and thank you for your continued support to UN peacekeeping operations through funding, providing UN peacekeepers, and also for the technology that is existing now in UN peacekeeping operations. Thank you very much also for coming here this morning and joining us in this event. We really appreciate. This event has been organized together with the Tanzania People's Defense Forces Foreign Relations Desk, DDFR, and the Directorate of Peacekeeping Operations from the Tanzania Police Force. This is the international desk. We thank you, our partners, for your continued support. We really appreciate this continued effort. And in particular, we want to thank Brigadier General David Malugu for being here with us this morning and for the continued support to UN peacekeeping, UN peacekeepers, providing UN peacekeepers with the adequate training and support to participate in the various missions where they are deployed. We also thank the Tanzania Police Force and the UN peacekeepers, and we thank the international desk led by Assistant Commissioner of Police Susan Kaganda. Thank you very much. We appreciate the gender desks are doing a wonderful job in the peacekeeping operations. We really appreciate the effort, and you know, we also appreciate the training that is also being continuously provided. We thank the gallant soldiers who have performed the parade this morning, led by Lieutenant Colonel Frederick Lawrence Nasari and Major Magori. We appreciate, tunawashukuru sana Walinda Amani na wanajeshi ambao mmefanya gwaride ya leo, kwa kweli imependeza na tunashukuru sana. And this event would not have been successful without the support of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and East African Cooperation. They have been very helpful to us and very supportive, enabling us to have this event in Tanzania. We thank the team for the continued support. I hope, Ramla, you will deliver our thanks to your colleagues in the office and also to the ministry. We also thank the UN colleagues led by Alvaro Rodriguez, who is also a former UN peacekeeper, and he also served in Somalia, one of the most dangerous missions around the world. And we thank him very much for his guidance, for his support, and for the Department of Global Communication colleagues, my colleagues who have also enabled us to have this event, Didi, Harriet, Kiza, Philip. We thank you very much. Without you, I believe that the event would not have been as colorful as it is. We also thank all the UN peacekeepers for your support. All those who participated in the media campaign, you did a wonderful job. Tunawashukuru sana, vipindi vilikuwa vizuri, vimeelimisha watu, and we really appreciate that. Last but not least, we thank Mango Star, the snake man. Asante, mcheza nyoka. A bit scary, but I believe these are some of the challenges that we face in UN peacekeeping operations, the environment. So we also thank Matilda, a wonderful poem by a young person. We're encouraging young people to be informed. We have conducted a number of educational outreach, and we thank all the support that we have received from the peacekeepers, former peacekeepers, who are continuing to speak to young people about the importance of UN peacekeeping operations. We thank the media and all programs that you have provided to the UN peacekeepers. We ask you to continue following up, muendelee kufuatilia taarifa zinazotolewa kuhusiana na walinda amani, kuwapa support, kwa sababu dunia yetu inapaswa kuwa ni ya amani zaidi. So we thank also the MC, last but not least, Major Mlai. Asante sana. I thank you all, and I wish you all a very wonderful International Day of UN Peacekeepers. Hongereni, Walinda Amani. Asante.
Asante sana, Madam Stella. We have a special request for Honorable Guest of Honor to give a small version of the same in Swahili. And it has been accepted for a generous of you, sir. niombe tukae wakati anawabrief waandishi wa habari. You may get seated while he make a small clarification in Swahili for the press. Asante.
Kuna sehemu ningependa nisimame au panatosha?
Mheshimiwa Waziri, tungependa kwa kifupi kidogo tuambie maadhimisho haya yana maana gani kwa Tanzania na dunia kwa ujumla?
Asante. Leo tumejumuika hapa kuadhimisha siku ya Walinda Amani Duniani. Hii ni siku ambayo tunawapongeza walinzi wetu wa amani ambao wako katika nchi mbalimbali, lakini vile vile tunawakumbuka wale ambao wamepoteza maisha katika jukumu hili la ulinzi wa amani. Kama nilivyosema katika hotuba yangu ni kwamba idadi ya karibu walinda amani 100,000 sasa hivi wako katika nchi mbalimbali. Kwa hiyo madhumuni ya siku ya leo ni kuwapongeza kwa kazi nzuri wanayofanya, lakini mpaka sasa hivi kwa takwimu zinaonyesha walinzi wa amani 3800 wamepoteza maisha tokea jukumu hili lilivyoanza mwaka 1948. Kwa hiyo tuko hapa kwa ajili ya yote mawili, kuwapongeza wanaoendelea, lakini vile vile kuwakumbuka wale ambao wamepoteza maisha yao. Sisi Tanzania tuna jukumu la ulinzi wa amani vile vile, na ndio maana tuko mstari wa mbele kuhakikisha kwamba walinzi wetu wako katika nchi mbalimbali. Kwa sasa tuko katika nchi kadhaa ikiwemo Darfur kule Sudani, DRC Congo, tuna walinzi wako Afrika ya Kati, tuna walinzi wako Lebanon, tuna walinzi wako katika nchi mbalimbali. Kwa hiyo kama nchi tumelichukua jukumu hili na tunaendelea kupeleka walinzi kila ambapo aidha Umoja wa Afrika au Umoja wa Mataifa unapotuomba tufanye hivyo. Kwa hiyo tunalichukua jukumu hili kwa umuhimu wake, kwa sababu tumekuwa mstari wa mbele kuionyesha dunia kwamba na sisi kama nchi tuko tayari kutoa msaada wetu pale ambapo tunahitajika kufanya hivyo. Natosha.
Asante sana. Tunamwomba sasa mgeni rasmi aweze kusalimia wawakilishi wa walinzi wa amani ambao wamelipanga wakati sasa akiondoka, na hilo litakuwa ndio tukio letu la mwisho katika ratiba hii. The guest of honor is shaking hands with the representative from Peacekeepers from Tanzania. That will mark the end of our program. May get seated while we shaking hands with the Asante wa Aisha.
that work. So for us in Rwanda, what is the UN doing about Tanzania's contribution? We know it's become, since 1995, it's been 6 missions, and it continues to be a strong play in Africa in regards to peacekeeping. So, what does the UN say in terms of its support with the Tanzanian government to help this folks?
Well, we are delighted with the contributions of the... We're delighted with the contributions of the government of the United Republic of Tanzania to peacekeeping. Many people would know that in fact Tanzania has been contributing for a couple of decades now, over 2 decades, 6 missions and very challenging missions, particularly in the continent of Africa, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, in Central African Republic, in South Sudan. We know that these contributions save lives. We know that without peacekeeping, many civilians would die or be harmed or be injured. Women and children would be abused.
Okay, you take the question from the right.
We start from the beginning? Okay. We are delighted with the contributions of the government of the United Republic of Tanzania and of Tanzania itself to peacekeeping. Tanzania has been contributing to peacekeeping for over 20 years in some of the most difficult conflicts around the world, including in the continent, particularly the Democratic Republic of Congo, Central African Republic, South Sudan. We know that peacekeepers save lives, and increasingly they protect civilians on things that before peacekeepers were not expected to do. For example, the protection of women and children against